Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, with Ella, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I hope you guys are excited for this wonderful day today, this new gift you've been given to get the Groundhog Day right again, a new opportunity to live again, a new opportunity to show up in this life. I'm going to talk to you a little something. So there was a conference that just went on maybe a week and a half ago. And I know several people who attended this conference. And I won't name it, 10X. I won't name the conference, but I will tell you this, that there was a point in the conference where the host of the conference, I won't say his name, Grant Cardone, where the host of the conference had a bunch of people on stage, and this is what ended up happening after 4 or 5 guys went on stage and went nuts and went berserk. He came on and said this to the crowd. Hey man, I hear a bunch of y'all are tweeting and out there on Facebook and everything saying these guys are doing nothing but just trying to sell us crap. They're just in selling mode trying to sell us crap. That's all they're doing up there is trying to sell crap. He said that. And then he said this most powerful thing. He goes, well, hell yeah, what the blankety blank do you think we're doing up here? That's exactly what we're doing. Learn from us so you can get rich too. Okay, I ain't judging nobody. I'm just telling you what I heard they said. Am I surprised? Hell no, I ain't surprised. People love money. People love money. There's just a challenge with that. When you get this principle out of whack, you will compromise your convictions on the altar of convenience in order to get what you want at the expense of others. And it is a heart issue. Man, I learned a language pattern, how I can make people do what I tell them to do. I can say things in such a certain way that I make them listen. I know all these patterns and tools and gifts. This is what the majority of these folks will utilize. And only God knows the motive, but I do know this. When a man tells you, everybody's saying I'm up here trying to sell y'all crap, or we're all trying to sell you crap. Well, hell yeah, we are. What you think we doing? It makes it real clear what's going on. So the point that I want to make is this. Every person has different convictions. Man, I wish I could read while I was driving because I see some comments coming up. I can't wait to see them a little bit later. Here's the challenge that we have with that, my friends. The challenge we have with that is when the obtaining of money is the true priority, you will compromise your convictions on the altar of convenience, and you will say and do things that will come at the expense of other people. Now, here's the thing you have to ask yourself. Would you want someone with these gifts and skills putting that juju on your children unawares? Like if you had a kid that was 7 or 8 years old and he had several $100s, he was 7, 8 year old, and he got, say, $800 from grandma and grandpa, and he went to a carnival, and there was a carny who had been at this carnival for decades and saw the kid with the money and brought him over to his little booth and intentionally manipulated that child out of his income. Would you, as mom and daddy, be pissed knowing that the kid had no real defense to the skills and experience of that highly trained, money-taking carny guy? Would you be pissed, or would you just be like, well, Johnny, you learned a lesson? No. If you're the mom and daddy, you'd be pissed. You might even show up with a baseball bat or something to come have a conversation with those suckers who took advantage of your child. Well, I got good news for you people. I don't care how old you are. You're a child of God. When you mess with his kids, there's some consequences to that stuff, man. It's just the way that it works. There are consequences to that stuff. So it's a heart thing. It's a heart thing. There's selling the way that people think of it, which is saying and doing whatever needs to be said or done to get the money. I mean, I was presented by somebody who said, hey, if you want to do a webinar, there's this really cool webinar thing out here, and it's got a really neat method. You just kind of fill in the dots, and it creates a great webinar. Well, as I'm listening to this ClickFunnels, this this webinar thing, the guy is saying, I was on stage and I was seeing all these slimy salespersons and they were doing this like, it's a $50,000 value, not a $20,000 value, not a $10,000 value, but if you buy it today, it's only $10. And people were jumping up out of their seats, and I wanted to show these people respect. And I said, look guys, I'm not going to insult your intelligence. Here's the cost of our program. And nobody got up. So I realized I had to follow the ways of these guys to get the results that they got to make me money. Guys, it ain't about nothing but making money. You got to make the money. If you a fool, that's what you're going to be about. You're just going to be out the money. You're going to use people and love money. I am here to say that when you love people, you can use money correctly. And if you ain't got no fear of the daddy of those kids that you're lying to, taking advantage of, and neurolinguistically manipulating to get your outcome, what you want, there are consequences for this. There are consequences. You just don't realize there's consequences. And what you think that money's going to do for you, that money ain't going to do for you, because the way you got it is the way you're going to have to keep it. And you're going to have to up and up and up and up and level your game. Are you selling or are you serving? This is the question now. Are you selling or are you serving? Because when you're serving, you are not committed to the outcome. You are committed to the human being who is looking in your eyes with a level of trust and a level of hope that you truly are looking out for their best interests, and that you truly are caring and concerned about them and wanting them to be blessed with what it is that you have. And you're a man or woman enough to know that if it ain't what they need, you don't deliver it to them. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But people get it messed up when they love money. Do you know people get the Bible wrong all the time? They say, God helps those that help themselves. That's some bull crap. It doesn't say that in the Bible. Oh, he always helps people who can't help themselves. I can't help myself for crap most of the time, and he's still helping me. They also say, well, money is the root of all evil. No, sucker, it ain't. It's the love of money that is the root of all kinds of evil, because people will hurt others to get money. What are you doing today? What are your motives today? Are you willing to walk away and have a financial loss to do what's right for another person? Are you selling or are you serving? The difference is night and day. I hope today you have a checkup from the neck up and see if you have an advanced case of stinking thinking that's making you do things that you're going to regret and pay for later on. Because don't kid yourself. You will be found out. And you want to know the scariest part of this whole thing? You will reap what you sow. You will reap what you sow. What you're putting out there to others, gonna come back to you. So I hope you ask yourself this morning, am I out selling or am I out serving? There's a world of difference now and in the future. Have a great day, guys.